I don't know if you saw that. So there's a guy named David Ludwig who is a senior author. And David, I've talked to him. He is the most ethical, just like he does not want any money from industry. He refuses to take anything. He's like, I want to make sure I do pure science. And they did a study and they looked at 2,000 people on a carnivore diet. And basically what they saw was like 95% of the people, significant improvement across the board. Now, the thing that was interesting to me is that diabetics, we had like 225 diabetics in that population. 92% of them came off all their insulin. These are all type 2s.
That's insane.
So that's 100% came off all these other injectable drugs, the GLP-1 receptor agonists, which we've heard so much about lately, the Ozempics and things like that. Semaglutide, right. Came off something called a PCSK9 inhibitor. No, sorry, the SGLT2 inhibitors. 84% came off their metformin. So it's just like, this is clearly at least at the very least, a therapeutic tool. And that's how I push this. I don't tell, I wrote a book on this. I didn't say humans are carnivores. I said humans are opportunistic omnivores. If we were living in the Middle Ages and we were out hunting mammoths and all of a sudden, the Ice Ages were out, and we came across a tree full of Twinkies. I mean, I'm going to eat that. We'd eat it, right? Because we would. But I mean, it's there's obviously people that eat plants that aren't dead and are doing okay. So we're omnivores, but from a disease, mitigation standpoint, I mean, a therapeutic carnivore diet is tremendously effective. I mean, it's one of the more effective things I've seen across the board. And so, at the very least, you'd say, let's explore that aspect of it because, like I said, there's people that are suffering, and we've got so many people. I know we may talk about vegan, carnivore, all the everything in between, but I think at the end of the day, everybody's eating processed garbage. I mean, we're just eating bullshit. I mean, and that is really one of the problems. And the one thing, and you said this, Joe, when you eat just meat, you're like, I don't want that other bullshit because you're actually satiated. And this is a thing that's, I think, problematic because if you look at, interesting, there was a study that just came out now looking at the financial incentive for ultra-processed food. Why do we have this stuff? So you look at the big asset management groups. You've got BlackRock, you've got Vanguard, you've got State Street and Capital, and I can't remember the full names on these, but those guys collectively own huge portions of Nestle, PepsiCo, all these other processed food companies. And they also have significant shares in pharmaceutical manufacturers. So you sicken the population by feeding them garbage, and then you profit on their disease. And I think that's what's going on.